Okay. Now, yes, I know, December 25th, 2028. We get kidnapped. Und voila. Stop it. Low. Okay. So... Wait, where was the thing? Was there another thing? Yeah, here's the other thing. All the way up here. Jesus, okay.
Today is April 13th, 2029, and this is the evening news. Unfortunately,
I assume this is when it all broke out.
Sorry. I don't have any news to read. All of our station's reporters have passed after contracting Radical 6.
Yep.
So have my... Excuse me. I've managed to keep us on the air until now. But I'm out of trace.
Oh,
It's time
is that
for
the
me to
right one?
sign
Thank you
off.
for the 100 biddies and the other 100
This
biddies,
concludes our
robot.
broadcast day. I pray that someday
How you
our
doing?
world can be cleansed of this horrible plague. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Oh. Huh? Fire nip. For a moment, I just stared at the TV. The roar of the static seemed to fill the entire room until with a click, it disappeared too. Has the power gone out? So yeah, we're just doing some prologue stuff, robot, and then I'll be wrapping it up and probably raiding us out to Mario. I heard footsteps behind me and turned around. Oh, you.
It looks like the first step was successful.
The fuck? You killed me.
Killed?
Killed? I guess technically you're going to kill me 45 years from now, but still. Ah, right, and we've been sent back, right,
No
okay.
need to be rude about it.
Yeah.
I didn't kill you. I hit you with the butt of the knife. You're fine.
Oh, I hit you with the butt of the knife.
Yes.
Oh,
you
okay.
and Phi needed to experience a state of crisis.
That's so funny.
That was the only way.
So this is the prologue for the third game. Okay. Me
yes,
and
I
Phi.
only told you about you, but we also needed Phi to jump.
Oh, shit. So Phi's back here somewhere. Oh, in one of the pods, maybe?
Now, you know what happens next, right?
Is this the OG room?
Correct.
Is this the OG
we will
med
be
bay?
leaving tomorrow,
No.
April 14th,
Well, we got the 3 beds.
2029. We've nearly finished preparing your shuttle.
Okay, no, no.
Only a few last-minute checks and additions. You'll be traveling to Rhizome 9, along with 3 treatment pods.
Oh, these are the, okay. Alice and Clover.
Yes.
What about the third one? Who's in
Phi.
there?
We
Okay.
put her into cold sleep 2 days ago. She appeared at our headquarters and volunteered to be frozen. That wasn't the Phi who jumped from point C, though. It was Phi before she jumped from point A to point D. In other words,
Sure.
she was following the same path you are, and she still is.
Okay. Then that means that after you froze her, the point C version of her jumped back into her body.
Yes. The point C version of Phi is sleeping in that pod. She'll stay there for the next 45 years, sleeping in ice.
I feel like I'm missing some info for I am highly confused. Oh no, it's just normal state of being. Yeah, no, this is after we got almost murdered, but not quite. Thank you for gifting the sub to Robot, Kylo.
Sub to I am Robot012C.
No, Robot was
Dark
here. Robot
Wolf
was here for the
Co.
finale of the
gifted a
last
tier 1
stream.
sub to I am Robot012C. They have given 160 gift subs in the channel.
160. Thank you, Kylo. So why don't you just stick me in one of
can't
those
do that.
pods? Why
You
not?
haven't figured it out? You have to spend the next 45 years working on the AB project.
Oh boy.
After arriving at Rhizome 9, you must master genetic engineering
Oh, of course.
and artificial intelligence
Yes,
programming, among
my
other
bad.
disciplines. Otherwise, you will be unable to create Kyle, Luna, and Lagomorph.
Lagamorph.
And,
I
of
forgot about
course, You will
Lagamorph.
need to develop the chromatic doors and the bracelets.
Well documented Goku
You
addiction.
will also be
Squirrel,
the
bite
person
your
who
ankles and
summons
nibble at your damn
Tennoji and Quark.
shins. Yes,
Once
yes,
you've
of course.
completed all the preparations, then the project
Once you've
can actually
completed all the
begin.
preparations.
January 25th, 2074. You will defrost Phi and carry her to the third AB room. Once you've done that, the 22-year-old version of you from point A will force you out.
Whoa.
And you'll just go back 45 years to your own body on December 25th, 2028.
And then I change history. You really think I can keep the virus from getting out?
If you don't, billions of people
Not to
will
put any
die.
pressure on you or anything.
Only you and Phi can save them.
Kofu addictions and shit nibbling. No, this is too much for me to join now.
I can't do anything on my own. If this is going to work,
True.
I'll need
Not the
your
teabag sucking. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Guys. So what do I need to do? Like, what specific actions do I need to take? When Phi and I jump to point A, what are we going to do then? That's a crime. No, it ain't. You get all the good shit when you suck a teabag.
I don't know.
That's how you finish off the tea. You finish off the cup dry, you pop that sucker in your mouth, and then it's dry.
I'm sorry. I really don't know anything
You get
about
that?
what
You,
happens
nah,
later.
it's not bitter. It's not bitter. I mean, it might be a little bit bitter, but it's still good tea. I like tea flavor.
We don't know how the Radical Six escaped. We don't
You're a
even know why it was there
monster?
in the
Go
first
ahead,
place.
judge me. I'll enjoy flavors your puny minds can't even begin to comprehend.
That's why we need your help. You have the ability to jump through time and across parallel
Ooh, so I'm double
worlds.
special.
We need you to figure
So
out
I'm like,
what happened.
I'm
in
like a
that
Giga
test
Esper
facility.
then. I think.
Things will be difficult.
Is that what it's saying?
And I'm sure you will find yourself in a great deal of danger.
It's like chewing tobacco for tea diehards.
I believe
Yes.
The two of you can overcome any
Precisely,
obstacle.
precisely. I know you have little money, but come on. I'm just getting the last bit out of my
The
tea bag, damn it.
67-year-old version of you told me what happened. He wasn't able to stop the virus.
Eh.
So I suppose you could say you told me after you failed.
So what did
That
what
the
did
test
I
facility
say?
is full of
Ever eaten
traps.
coffee grounds? No, and I
There
will
was
know
one point,
more
a woman's
eat coffee
life was in
grounds than I
danger.
will cut open the tea bag and
You
eat the
risked
leaves
yourself
out of
for her
it.
sake and lost your arms
Oh.
and your right eye.
Oh. My arms and my right eye. Ow. Oh, frick. Oh, what the hell? Oh, shit. Suddenly, a low rumble shook the building. Chat will remember this, go from.
Go have a
Chat
look.
always remembers that. That's like, yeah, of course. That's how he know it. Literally. Google's how to return years of friendship. He can't return years of his gift subs. Oh, I moved slowly to the window and peered outside. On the horizon, I could see a massive mushroom cloud climbing slowly toward the sky. Oh, yes, a nuke. Of course. Yes. Yes. Chocolate-covered coffee beans are a thing, though, so... See, that's different, though. That's not the, like, ground-up grinds on their own. Why would I... Would we really be able to change the course of history? No. That was the wrong way to look at it. See, you do remember. Reactor detonator. The annihilation reactors went boom. Ah, hello, the drip artist. We're about to raid out ourselves shortly. I'm going to change history. I stared at the darkening skies above us and steeled myself. I would succeed. Gobbler Bubbles, King Pigeon. Ah, welcome in, welcome in. I hope you had a great stream. Did you? Oh, for the love of God. Hello, drip artist. Ah, stretch. Hi, Raid. Would you suck a teabag? You know what? Just ignore these people. Ignore these people. Just don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Ignore them. I've been great. I've been fantastic. I'm tired, but I've been good. 6 teabags. It's kind of like one of those protest mobs that's already gotten their message across, but they just keep going. But yeah, you guys raided in just as we were about to skedaddle. Oh wait, there's one more, really? There was one more? What? I swear to God, I scanned all over that the whole thing. I swear to God, I scanned all over that whole thing. Hello, Phoenix. Yeah, we're about to raid out soon. There's one from... Really? skip. All the way down, but it is a bit longer. Oh. Ugh. Oh, for the love of God, it is. Jesus Christ. Fine, more story. What's the goal to make you eat coffee grounds? $5,000. Go ahead.
Where?
Sleep and get rest. I shall, eventually. But first I must do this.
I see you've finally woken up, Kyle.
Kyle.
Kyle?
Yes.
Oh!
Of course. You've only just woken up in this timeline. It's
the
only
guy.
natural for some of your memories to be missing.
I lurched upright, jumped off the bed, and ran around to the other side of the partition. So this isn't canon mostly. Mirror over sink was covered with a film of dirt. I assume this is yeah, K. Oh, 50p.
Kyle Klein.
But it was a good Christmas. It was a good Christmas.
So,
Nothing bad happened, which I consider to be
know
a good,
that?
you know?
Shouldn't you still be suffering from amnesia?
An excellent question, one I didn't quite know the answer to myself. I knew who Kyle Clem was. How about you though? Do anything fun, anything special? Also, Cthulhu Saves Christmas. That is an interesting game title. He hadn't just worn the armor in that history though, apparently he'd worn it all his life. Kyle had been born and raised in the... Oh, so is this... So this is what I was thinking about what would happen. Did, what's his name slip into Kyle? Whatever, I can't remember. Sigma, did Sigma slip into Kyle? I knew everything about him, but even though I knew, I didn't feel it. With our friend and my girlfriend for Christmas? Hey, hell yeah. Just gaming and food. Hey, heck yeah. See, those are the best types of times. Was I really Kyle Clem? Every time I looked in the mirror, I saw his face. Sorry, who slipped into Kyle? Sigma. The spitting image of Sigma Clem in his younger days. Well, no, because he just referred to Sigma Clem. Not anyone you know. Oh, okay. There was Dio, still handcuffed. I turned back around to Luna.
what day is today?
January 27th, 2074.
Today is the last day of the AB project. Akane has explained everything in the garden, and she drew a knife and attacked Phi.
Oh my god, no!
How long have I...
About 5 hours in real time. For them, it would have seemed like a little more than 2 hours.
Hey, awesome, got good pulls, hell yeah.
For the Radical Six?
No,
That's
they've all
some
been
good
given the
Christmas stuff.
antiviral.
That's some good Christmas stuff right there. Getting good pulls for Christmas,
It
hell
just
yeah.
takes a while to have an effect.
Fuck the gnomes, I've done my best. Oh, wow.
Let's see. So the consciousness of the younger Sigma has gone back into the past. It should have happened right after Akane attacked
You guys
Phi,
have good
right?
gifts for Christmas? Oh, we didn't get each other anything. We're too poor for that.
Yes.
That's too much tea bags, Clem, and
Why
someone's
I-
baited me.
The doctor carried you back here.
That's precisely why you joined
You were
Kyle.
in
You knew
pod
you
in
were
the garden.
needed.
So the person you call the doctor is Sigma Climb, as inhabited by his age-appropriate consciousness.
Yes.
As inhabited by his
you know
age-appropriate
that?
consciousness.
Dio seems to have...
Yes. I've been administering Soparil whenever he gets restless.
Just kill him.
What about the others?
Uh-huh, who said that?
They've all gone off to different areas. Tenmyoji and Quark, for instance.
Oh, right. Mr. Klein.
So the sleepyhead's finally up, huh?
Hey,
What are you
guys.
two doing here?
You don't know where we are?
This is the upper floor of the pressure exchange chamber, the real one.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
We were just about to get dressed and head out.
You plan to return then? To Earth, I mean.
Yeah.
Sigma told us where we could find the shuttle that brought us here.
Oh, shit,
Well,
okay.
guess he's not really the Sigma I knew anymore. He's Dr. Klein now, or Zero Senior, depending on how you look at it.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
Why?
I'm just curious why you would choose to return to a devastated planet when you could stay here.
How's staying here gonna help? You aren't gonna say something idiotic about how we should wait here until Sigma changes the past, are you? You can't wait for something that's already happened. Grammar doesn't work that way. Hell, nature doesn't work that way. You following me? We've already lived through history.
Yeah,
Sigma
true.
failed to keep the virus from getting out.
This timeline's
About
already
45
fucked for them,
years
yeah.
ago, Radical 6 created a pandemic, and the antimatter reactors blew up. That all happened. Whatever Sigma does in the past, History's not going to change. In fact, it's because of what he did or didn't do in the past that we've got this past and present. Let me give you an example. Imagine a group of 100 motorcycles.
No, it's okay. I don't need an example.
The road splits in two.
Okay, we're getting an
One
example.
freeway continues off northwest, and the other stretches out to the northeast. So one guy, call him S, pipes up. Let's go northwest, he says. So they take the northwestern road. But about a mile past the intersection, something horrible happens. A semi driving the other way veers into their lane and plows through the bikers. 90 of them die. The surviving 10 are wounded, but survive. They don't stop, though. They keep riding down that highway.
Oh, they just don't stop, okay.
They'd gone 10,000 miles. Then suddenly, something happens that they couldn't have predicted. S, who had survived, suddenly has his consciousness thrown back in time. He ends up back in his own body just before they reach the junction. He remembers everything. So what does S do? What anybody
Final
can do.
destination
Let's
had
go
S.
northeast. That means all 100 of the bikers survive to reach their destination, happy and healthy. And they all live happily ever after. That's what you're thinking, right? It's a great outcome for the 100 bikers that went northeast. But what about the 10 that went northwest and survived the accident?
Yeah, literally.
Wouldn't it be 9 people? I mean, S's mind went back in time, right?
Right. Okay. 9 people then. What happens to the reality they were living? Does it just disappear when S changes the past? It's not as if it was only bad things that happened during that 10,000-mile trip. Maybe one of them fell in love with a woman working at a gas station they stopped at and had a child. Maybe one of them picked up a homeless kid who joined them on the adventure.
Cork check.
That 10,000-mile journey would be full of stories. Friendships, farewells, romances.
I don't
The
know,
loss of
Max.
those
I'm not
90
sure.
lives is horrible and unfortunate. But what would rewriting their history mean? The 9 who survived lived full lives. How can it be right to just erase all that? The survivors overcame their own misery and loss and made the best they could of the hand they'd been dealt. Isn't that worth something? Isn't that the best thing that humans can aspire to? Is there really any point to our people who struggle? Being human is about fighting, even when are you saying? If you're saying rewriting the past will erase all these other timelines, then whatever God wrote those rules can. Look, I'm just not going to accept that. All right?
Wow.
You get it?
If Sigma changes the past, then you and Quark will never meet.
Is he right?
No, it's not going to happen. We're here right now. This is reality. Even if Sigma does change the past, we're not just gonna disappear or something.
Oh, then that means we get to stay together? Good.
Oh, Quark's so silly. I love Quark.
I understand how you feel.
I can't
Why you
believe
want
I
to
thought
return
he
to
was an
Earth
evil
is clear.
sleeper
You have
agent.
lives there, I imagine. There are likely people waiting for you.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Have you already said goodbye to the others?
Vi, Luna, Alice, and Clover all saw us off. We told them we'd see them again someday, and then came here.
They were the only people you want to say goodbye to?
Well, no point saying anything to Dio.
Besides,
True.
he's
Fuck
asleep.
that guy.
You were asleep too.
Sorry, but we didn't really know much about you.
You have a point. Akane was in the armor in this timeline, after all. What about Sigma?
Well, he's not really Mr. Sigma anymore.
Of course, he is Dr. Klein now that his consciousness has returned.
Yeah, but more importantly, he's the guy who brought us all here. Not a lot of warm feelings there, you know?
And Akane?
Never mind her. She's just like him. Not the Akane I knew. She must have seen some pretty awful things over the years. Hell, she might not even be human anymore. But the Akane Kurashiki I know isn't here. She's not anywhere.
Damn.
In the end,
Boba.
Clover and I were just pawns. Pawns to be used and then gotten rid of. Still, it's not like we're completely resentful.
I think she's still human. I think he means insofar as, like, just how calculating she's become. Like, how willing she is
We
to
had to be
use
here to help change the
lives
past. That part's
to achieve
easy
something.
To understand. But
Kinda sucks, though.
It kind
I
of
mean,
sucks,
Sigma
though.
and Vi have it easy. They get to go back to December 25th in 2028. They'll stop the Radical Six and save the world, and then they'll have a nice, normal future to look forward to. In other words, they get to go back to Point E and just enjoy history like it was supposed to happen.
But we don't. We're stuck with Point C
Yeah,
as our starting point.
That is true.
You told us about Tenmyoji's story, right? The one with the motorcycles? It would be like if Alice and I were kidnapped right before the intersection. Then
Yeah, they
whoever
didn't get a
grabbed us
choice at
takes
all.
us to wherever the bikers are going, 10,000 miles to the northwest.
Don't get us wrong. We know why we had to be here. Without us, S's consciousness wouldn't have been able to go back.
Imagine
right
trying to
before
wear
the
that.
intersection.
I would just my nips would be
If that
cold as
couldn't
fuck.
happen,
No, thank
then
you.
the fate of those 90 dead bikers would be sealed. But
It's still not the best situation for those of us left in the Northwest. We're stuck in the reality where the 90 bikers died.
are we just supposed to go live on Earth? It's a wasteland now.
Well, maybe you
And
could
what
have your
about our
Wally
friends and
moment, you know?
families? We left a whole world behind 45 years ago.
Even if it is for
I
the
have
greater
no
good.
idea, Mix.
It just doesn't seem fair, does it?
Yeah.
So we went and talked to the old lady.
She told us that there is one way.
One way we could get back to the past.
I don't care either. Turns off eye
Let's say you
tracking
do go
software.
back to the past. Wouldn't that cause your minds to get thrown back here? That seemed to be how Sigma and Phi's jumps worked, at least.
Yes, you're right.
But this is different.
Different. How so?
From what she said, it sounds like there's a way we can send our bodies back in time too.
That's ridiculous. It would create a paradox. How could you have 2 Clovers and 2 Alices at the same time?
I mean,
But
you
that wouldn't happen.
wouldn't really.
Kane says there's a way around that.
How on earth does she plan to do that?
Schrodinger's?
Cat.
Yeah, as long as you never see the Alice and Alice and Clover
Oh,
are
hey,
in
Kai.
that box, frozen, you know? So as long as they aren't existing in that timeline, then that's fine.
Figured you'd come here eventually.
There is no paradox there.
Where's Dr. Climb? Luna said you were with him.
Their game pulls out all the stuff so they can go back to 2029.
He said
God
he
bless.
was tired, so he's
The
off resting
booba
right now.
survives.
There's a bedroom at the end
Let's
of the hallway.
go.
He's in there if you're curious.
15 hours being awake and 38k steps is what I'm on. Oh,
Oh, right. He told me to turn on this hologram.
hey, listen, if you're
projector
not
thing
used
when you
to
showed
if you're
up.
not used to many
Want me to
steps in a
start
short
it?
amount of time, that's
Sure.
gonna be a lot.
Glad to see you. There isn't anything in particular that I have to tell you. However, I imagine there are a great number of things weighing on your
Oh,
mind.
come on.
I'd love to answer all your
Be nicer to
questions,
Kyle.
but unfortunately, my
Like
circumstances...
if you're not doing a lot, like if you're a student and then suddenly you swap over to 38k steps in a day, then oof.
Everything I know, Phi should also know.
Oh, I should
I
also
have
know.
instructed her to answer any
Oh.
questions anyone might have. Anyone other than Kyle, that is.
Oh. Haha, fuck you, Kyle.
What does he mean, other than Kyle?
Cause he knows. Cause Sigma knows someone else can jump
Is
into
there
us.
anything you want to ask?
That's why
Well,
we're
right, well-
prologuing right now. We're someone
I
else.
guess I may as well cut to the chase.
We're a
Just
baddie.
who are you,
I think
Phi?
we're a bad guy.
I'm not Superman, that's for sure. And I'm not Batman or Spider-Man or Aquaman or a merman or a wolfman. I'm not
Okay.
a Brahmin or a common
Oh,
or
oh,
Ramen.
oh, okay.
I'm not a Cayman
Oh,
either, so
okay.
you really don't need to worry about anything.
I'll mark
Please
those all
don't
off my
dodge the
list.
question. About 5 hours ago, Akane attacked you with a knife. That triggered something which sent your mind back to the past, correct? Specifically, you were sent to Point D, April 13th, 2029. On that date, your body was already in Akane's custody. Although by then you were in cold sleep. You wouldn't have regained consciousness, but your mind was now inhabiting that body. That pod was your home for 45 years. You slept there, frozen. Then on January 25th, 2074, you were finally thawed out, even though you didn't wake up.
At the height, I counted steps over to usually ended up
Still
around 40k.
unconscious. You were
Woo!
carried to the
And I didn't
APU.
count the walk to and from or Jesus
That
wept.
was when your consciousness changed bodies again. A version of you from December 25th, 2028 arrived, pushing you out and sending you back to December 25th, 2028. This is when you finally woke up. In 2028, you found and joined forces with Sigma, whose older mind was inhabiting his younger body. Together, you attempted to infiltrate the Mars mission test facility. Unfortunately, your plan failed. The Radical Six did escape on New Year's Eve.
Spoilers!
That failure determined the path you followed. Instead of going along the line that branches out to the right from Point E, you headed straight to point
Okay,
D.
so I guess this is the Phi in the
Point D
timeline
being
where
April
everyone
13th of
failed
the
still.
following year.
Yeah.
That was the day that you made your way to Akane's hideout and asked to be put into one of the treatment pods. Another consciousness enters your body around that time from the future.
I think.
It is, of course, the version of you that left your body when Akane attacked you in the garden. This caused the two versions of you to swap places. You moved 45 years into the future, where you woke up on the garden floor. That put you on the line that comes here. So if we discount the time you spent in cold sleep, for you, only 3.5 months have passed since that happened. That being when you were sent back into the past from the garden. Have I missed anything?
No, everything you talked about, you got right.
Well, what do you mean by that?
I'm kind of an unknown variable in this equation. You could think of me as a kind of X factor. It's taken me the last 3.5 months to understand it.
I haven't understood anything in the last 3.5 seconds. Could you please explain?
It's kind of like the relationship between classical mechanics
I remember
and
this
modern
coworker
physics.
bragged about his step count, and I started tracking mine after he shut up about his. Yeah.
Strictly speaking, you can't combine velocities with v1 plus v2. v1 plus v2
God.
divided by 1
No,
plus
I'm
v1
sorry.
times
If the
v2
third
over
game
c
gets us
squared
into
is the
some sort of
actual
equation
equation.
bullshit like this, I will not. I will die. I will die. I will die. I will die. Don't worry. Thank
Of
God.
course, the sort of velocities
It
we
won't.
encounter in day-to-day life don't come close to being c squared, which is the speed of light squared. That means that 1 plus v1 times v2 divided by c squared is usually going to evaluate
No,
to something
Kyle.
pretty
No,
close to one.
Kermit.
Since that would mean divided
No.
by 1, it's usually okay to just skip that step and use v1 plus v2. You see what I'm saying?
Nope.
In most situations, it works, even if it isn't technically correct. So you knew enough to get the stuff you were talking about. As long as you stick to that, you won't run into any problems.
I don't quite understand. In fact, I feel like you're dodging my questions.
So was that what you wanted to ask about?
No. What I really want to know is what happened between Christmas and New Year's Eve in 2028.
Yo, what does that
You and
command do? The
Sigma
Kermit command,
infiltrated
it
the
just
Mars
deletes all your
mission test site,
messages.
didn't you?
Yes.
What happened there? How did Sigma lose? And why was Radical
It's a
6 in there in the
self-purge.
first place? What could a deadly virus have to do with the simulated mission to space?
Sorry, but I can't tell you that.
Only 10 seconds.
Why?
Because it would change history.
Oh. Of course.
There is a history where the virus didn't escape. That's the line that goes to the right of point E. In that timeline, humanity isn't heading for annihilation, and Earth isn't red.
Hmm.
The future is much brighter. But if I tell you what you're asking me right now, then that reality will disappear. You understand?
I don't. Why would all of that disappear if you told me what I want to know?
You're about to go back to the past, right?
Oh.
The past? Don't be silly. I can't do that.
Then where the hell did you learn all this stuff? I just listened to you tell me a bunch of things you shouldn't have known about. You were sleeping in the pod in the garden. You just woke up. So how can you know all this? You know my past. Sigma's past.
Get your ass caught out, boy! Get your ass caught out on that lie,
I
sir.
shall give you your answer. You are not Kyle Climb. Your body is Kyle's, but your consciousness is not.
Is this the real reason that, like, what's his name made Kay to act as, like, a consciousness mousetrap?
Do you really believe you're Kyle? Or could you be someone else?
No? Okay, okay.
Then, where is the real Kyle's consciousness?
He was thrown out.
He
when
was
you
thrown out!
entered.
Dude,
Right
poor
now,
Kay, in this
in a manner of
timeline.
speaking, he has arrived at December 25th, 2028. His consciousness has gone into a body from that time. I doubt you know how much the doctor loves Kyle. He raised him on his own.
The game is now saying that, oh, I am in Kyle's body, the player.
Kyle is irreplaceable.
Oh.
Do you really think he would go back to the past and leave Kyle behind here?
Oh, he brought Kyle with him?
I know that I
How?
told the
To who?
others
To where?
that Kyle was Dr. Climb's spare. But that was not his only purpose. Kyle's consciousness is integral to what we are trying to accomplish. This new mission begins on Christmas and ends on New Year's Eve 2028.
I can't wait to start this game. Hey, you know what? We're gonna be starting this game in the new year. Let's go. Let's go. It's a game that takes place in like Christmas and like January of the new year. Let's fucking go. We're gonna be we're playing this next year. 2024. This is our game.
Kyle is absolutely necessary.
And that is why
I need to know how this resolves, man. I don't have drugs to take for this.
So now that my consciousness has entered his body, the doctor has achieved his objective. Kyle has gone back to 2020.
This was made before they even knew what to do in the third game, so this bit is just promo for it. Okay, so they just wanted to hype it up. I mean, shit, it's working.
There's one thing that troubles me. Kyle was
fuck you, I'm not necessary.
Point B
it is written, Kyle. You are necessary to the plan. So help me.
Exist on Christmas in 2028. Does that mean he has entered my body? Have we just switched places?
I suppose you could put
oh no.
It that way, yes.
In 2028, I'm gonna black
ridiculous.
out.
What's going to happen to me? You telling me I have to spend the rest of my life here in this box, living in a borrowed body?
No, no. You can travel freely through time and space. You are an uncontrolled variable that entered our closed system. As such,
hey, we're another
the
X. We're like
rules of this
5.
world do not apply to you.
I have no idea what...
Please don't try to play dumb. I know what you are.
Oh, you know I'm the player.
By now, too. You are about to go into the past and save the world. Phi and Sigma, even with all of his future knowledge, will need your help.
No, I don't think we're 5.
Only you can right the horrible wrongs of our past.
Oh my gosh.
Only you.
Oh my gosh, it's all up to me. Wow.
There's no way.
There's no way. You,
yes,
the player, will save the universe.
You have to.
You'll have to.
Don't you want to know the truth? Don't you want to know what happened in between Christmas
what happened?
and New Year's Eve?
Oh my god!
2028.
Well, yes, I do,
but... Don't you want to Fanta?
Then you must believe.
Don't you want to Sprite Cranberry, my dear?
Reality is shaped by what we believe reality should be. If observation can change the motion of a particle, then how is it odd to think that human thought can shape reality?
Do you need to play Sonic Frontiers at some point during 2024?
Your will can change history.
Maybe.
The world will be reshaped into the
I dropped my thing.
You imagine.
We are definitely going to be starting a Pokemon playthrough, though, in 2024. I do not remember which one it was that Hannah redeemed, but we'll be starting our Pokemon playthrough in 2024. We'll be starting a Persona playthrough.
Remember what I've
We're
told
going full weeb.
Only you.
Only the
can
anime
change
games,
history.
nothing else.
Only you
Heart Gold or Platinum.
can
Okay.
save the world.
Only you. Only you, chat. Only you can save the world. Oh, I gained all trophies. Caught a glimpse of another time. Yay. Yay, I'm a completionist. Yay. Yay. It should give me a little crown on my playtime. It should crown me. I should get a sticker. It should give me a sticker, I don't know. Something. Anyways. Okay, cool. I'm happy with that. That was cool. Only the weeb games, mate. Nothing will come close to Yeah, that's true. Tales of Arise was, something. Tales of Arise was something else. All right, let's start up this raid to Miru, my love, my life. I love Miru. Miru is the best. All right, but yeah. Thank you guys for joining me today. Thank you for all the gifted subs, the biddies, hanging out. Much love. Much love. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I am going to be gone for a week and a half after today. No streams. No streams until January, probably Probably January 9th-ish. Oh yeah, we gotta finish Bioshock 2. But yeah, so I am gonna be gone for like a week and a half, so I'm gonna miss you guys. I'm gonna miss you guys, but we'll be back. We'll be back on the 9th. We'll be playing some more games. How will I make do? I'm sorry. No pre-party streams. I'm sorry. But I'll be back. I will be back. I promise this. This is my solemn vow, friends. But until then, I know my good friend Meruru Desu, my bestie on Twitch. And G-Star Games, of course, my other Twitch bestie. My Twitch inspiration, honestly. We'll be here to take care of you. So, you guys will be in good hands, I promise. But yeah, much love. I love you guys. Take care of yourselves. Have a great night. Have a great weekend this weekend. Have a great new year. Merry Christmas again. A little late, but hey ho.